Hi everyone, today we're going to propagate some ivy. Outside is ivy just going crazy and it's very beautiful ivy. So I took some cuttings off and I think I took too many off, but believe me, it's like spreading like wildfire back there. But I had bought two beautiful planters on sale at Walmart. And if you go to the back of like Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart, go to the real back of their nursery, they have a clearance rack, I promise you. And I got like $30 planters for $10. And they will have some sickly plants back there. And if you're into gardening like I am, you can bring them back to health. My mother had a green thumb and she passed that ability on to me. I can make anything grow outside. So, and her and I have won many awards at county fairs for our gardening abilities as well as our baking abilities. So, let's get started. Now, I bought this over Amazon. It is called Take Root Garden Safe. It is a rooting hormone. Now, some gardeners, horticulturalists don't use any. I am going to do it. Now, I have taken lots of cuttings. I think pussy willows for sure. Just cut it off, stick it in water, change the water every 3 days, and you will start seeing it rooting from the nodes. And I love pussy willows, and these two pots that I bought out front of my house, I put two plants in them, but I wanted something that would trail down the pot to give it a more elegant look. And when I saw the price of the ivy at Walmart, it was $5 for a little container like this. That's silly. So here I've got all this ivy in my backyard. We're going to make some cuttings, right? Okay, so we're going to do it step by step. All right, let's see. You know how you can tell if a plant is healthy? This is on a tree or any kind of a plant. Take your finger and scratch the bark, like on a tree. If underneath is green, it is alive. It is alive. So this is very much alive. So as you can see where I cut it. You need to memorize where did you cut it and where was the end. The end is usually a skinny tendril. You see the difference. See the cut edge. Okay. Now ivy, when it grows, like if it grows down the side of your house or on the ground, wherever there is a node, that will attach to the soil. Because if you've ever ripped up ivy, you'll know that it has attachments, okay? So that means that if this is the nodes, it's growing, on the ground, this is right side up, okay? I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so these, there's little nodes here. Let's see if I can find one. Like there is a real little one. I don't know if you can see it. It's those little protrusions. Let me see if I can get one off of here to show you. You want to get a couple of those nodes. So as you see, this is the end. This is where I cut. So when you get your scissors, disinfect them with Clorox or alcohol. That helps a lot. And you want at least 2 leaves on your cuttings. So just snip it. Probably got too many in here. We're gonna just snip it again. And you wanna have a node. I see one coming out of there, so I actually got 2 cuttings. So now you can plant it in 3 different mediums, sand, water, or soil. So I'm gonna dip this in. I'm gonna cut off one of these leaves, maybe 2. You need to keep at least 2 on there. I'm gonna dip it in some water and then dip it into the hormone powder, just like that. Shake it off and stick it right in the soil. I had already bought some really good high quality potting soil. Now, like I said, I have done a lot of propagating in just water, but I'm gonna use soil since I have a lot. So there you go. Do it again. We'll take another one. Now there's the cutting that I had done. And I'm gonna snip off this. Rip off a couple leaves. I need it like a couple leaves. All right, I'm gonna dip it in water. Dip it in the hormone powder. And dip it in some soil. Okay. Let me get another one going. Here we go. And we'll definitely water it. My mother always taught me, don't water your flowers until you stick your finger in it, at least an inch. And if your finger's moist, it doesn't need watering. Now I'm gonna just root the rest of these just in a cup of water, you know? So let's do another cutting. Keep a couple leaves, dip it in water and the rooting powder. And I have another one right here. Okay, there we go. Now I put these on paper plates because, you know, your pot should have a hole in it for drainage. So, and I'm gonna put the rest in water. I think I'll just do a couple more, just in case. You can put as many as you want in your pot. That way you'll have a very full pot. Just leave it in there, right? So, yeah, a lot of people who have sick trees or sick plants, you want to make sure it doesn't have a disease or those lots of, when you look at your plant, if it has white cottony things on it, you've got some insect issues. I took entomology in college, so I understand. And when you have a garden, it's very important that you look under your plant leaves because that's where a lot of insects hide. I know that cutworms love tomatoes, right? They just love tomatoes. They will cut a tomato right off at the root. So again, I will show you this container. I can use this for lots of stuff. All right, there you go. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.